So right when I registered, I had like 7. What's February?
February, yes.
March, April, May, June, July, August, October, November. So like 8-ish months.
Okay.
Right when I registered, I had like 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
From June, I had like 4 months, and it wasn't enough to like start training for the bike or like get better at swimming. And by this time, I had lost almost all my swimming skills as well. So, but that wasn't the thing that kept me out from racing.
Okay.
So I would say exactly like 2 months before the race, I got a knee injury. I had like I think I went to I still don't know the exact reason, but I was doing like a strength workout, and then I hear a click from my knee, and it didn't feel bad. I could just hear that click.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So I continued that workout, went out for a run next day. It was supposed to be like a 15-kilometer run, but at like the 3rd kilometer, there was like a stinging pain in my knee. It was as if like someone was inserting a needle into the knee. And so I had to stop and then limp back home. And then I was like, what is this? I went back to ChatGPT. I was like, what is this? I gave it pictures of my knee pointing out where it was hurting.
Yeah.
It didn't really give me like a proper, like a direct answer. It said it could have been an IT ban issue or like a runner's knee sort of issue.
Okay.
And I did not really, I was like, you know what, let's just focus on recovery because I don't have enough days until the race. I started doing that. I rested for a week, started biking and swimming more, and just didn't run that week at all. The next week, I went for a run again just to test my knee out, and then I couldn't run more than 2 kilometers again. So I was like, you know what, I'll wait for 2 weeks now instead of 1 week. I did that, and it would still hurt so much. And then because I was riding so much instead of running, this knee pain also started, like hurting me during the biking as well. So I was like, first I was like, you know what, if I get past the swim and bike and I still have this pain, I just have to get through the marathon. That's fine. But then now it was like, I have to get done with the swim, which I was already bad at. And then I have to suffer through the pain during the bike. And then I have to suffer through the pain during the So it was like a lot. And then I tried to consult a doctor, asked a few friends, and it was suggested that I should defer if I have the option to, which I did because I registered early.
Yeah.
So it was very emotional and sad, but then I decided that I should just defer to next year.
Yeah.
And so I just went through the Ironman website, put my deferral request in. It was approved. And then that was also like the very last day of when I waited till the very last deadline day until I could defer because I didn't want to take a rush decision.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I deferred to the next year, and then I started training again later on. But between the time I deferred, the freshman cycle started again. I was like, you know what? I'll do all the things I gave up on, like going out with friends, partying, or just eating junk.
Yeah.
I started doing all of that again.
Yeah.
And so I started becoming unhealthy again.
But I think people don't understand, especially if you love moving, if you love, and then you have a knee injury is really
Exactly.
It's really bad because I also have had one. It becomes really hard to just stay and not do anything when you're in just stay, allow yourself to recover. Because whenever my friends would get injuries, we just allow yourself to. And then I got an injury, and
you're like, can't
if I'm feeling like 5% good, I want to go back to the gym. But then that does. So I can see how also, because it's also an emotional turmoil, because this is something you were looking forward to doing the whole. I'm assuming this is 2024.
This was 2020. No, this was 20. This was 24.
Yeah.
And then I deferred to 25. Yes. So it was 24.
Yes. So I'm assuming you've been looking forward to it the entire year. And then towards when you're almost approaching it, you can't do it. So how did you, I know you've said you started now going back, eating unhealthy, but how did you navigate all of that, the injury? Yeah.
So by that time, the only option was to just rest. And because I didn't like swimming that much, couldn't bike or run. So I was like, I'll just take complete rest. I was going back home for my winter break in a month or two from that time.
Okay.
So I just rested for that time. I thought I would just go back home, meet my cycling friends again, and then start working out again, and then get back in the Ironman groove. Because this was almost exactly a year after I started training for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll follow the same timeline again, but this time I'll be more dedicated. Never happened. Because I went back home, and then the food in India is just so good, and then I love food so much.
Yeah.
So I became unhealthy again. I did not work out as much as I thought. So I was losing a lot of fitness by that time.
Okay.
And then when I got back for college from the break, I was still, I was so furious, and I was so raged that, I just did not want to be anywhere close to training. Because I had put in so much time, effort, and I was looking up to it. And then when that gets destroyed, the hope gets destroyed.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Do I really want to do this again? No, maybe you're just questioning yourself.
Yes.